Hi folks, what we're going to do now is we're going to do the arms here. I think I can't remember if we did on the last video or not the last one, the one before that. What we're going to do is just make a little stop cut. And again, if you're new to this, a stop cut is simply taking your knife and going straight down a little ways where you want that cut to stop, okay? When you cut it from underneath somewhere. And see how I turned it around? If I can get to those edges a little bit better. Okay. And the same thing here. Simply making a cut, a straight cut down the depth that you need it, and then just undercutting it. Just like so. Okay? Just like that. You can take the tip of your knife. I'll show you this. Or take the tip of your knife and sliver it out ever so careful. And from the top. So we're having this stand out a little bit. Okay? So let's do that. Alright, so basically the Santa portion is finished to a point where I'm not gonna put any thing in for the fur for the brim of the hat. I normally don't. That's not usually my style. Maybe later on I'll start doing some of that on my next Santas this year. I've got to do something a little different. Every year I do something a little different with my Santas that I sell. I try to have a new style or a new thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the tree. The tree is kind of simplified. I just started putting the lines down where I want these branches to go. Alright, it's a very simple look to it. I didn't want anything too detailed. And you can make it as detailed as you want. If you're an experienced carver and you have some other ideas, by all means go for it. You know, I try to do things that are simplified as much as possible. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to go right up. I'm going to take it at an angle, just like we did the beard. Okay? I'll show you. So that looks good. And I'm going to do each of these branches a little bit. I'm going to go in pretty deep. Not super deep, but deep enough that you'll be able to see it. I'm just going to make my own lines here because that's not really where I want them. And I'm just making a little bit of a curvature to it, okay? And then I turn it around, okay? And I try to keep the knife the same angle. And if it doesn't come free, you go back and do another sweep from both sides, okay? I know this is a little tough to show you, but I'm trying to show you so you can really see it in the detail, okay? Just like that, see? That has a little bit of indentation, just like it does with the beard. Okay, when I get offline, I'm going to finish all this a little bit better. This was just to show you what it would be like. And then our tree will be done. I mean, our Santa project so far will be done. I'm debating if I'm going to do it the painting portion. Some of my painting portions you can go to. Any of my Santas in the beginning has a lot of painting to it. I noticed people are more interested in the actual carving, and so okay, that's what we did there. And I'm going to make a little V cut there because that's the part of the other branch. You want to be careful you don't hack it into his head there. Okay, just make a little V cut there, like that. Alright, I'm going to make these a little more distinct when I get off of here. And then when you go down here on the side, make sure you have your glove on because this is where you can slip, okay? You want to go from underneath here, and you're just going to follow this out just like so, okay? And then this is going to be a little difficult to get that underneath there. So what I usually do sometimes is the first part I take the knife, tip of the knife, and I angle it the opposite way to get that out. Okay, I'm going to put another one here because technically he's standing in front of it, so we need to do another one here. Just be very careful you don't slip and have your hand underneath there because you're coming to the edge. Okay, this one I can turn around and go the other way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing here, and we'll see. You'll need red paint, you'll need green paint, some burnt umber. I think I'll paint this online with you folks. What I use is what's called a wash. So you're going to need some brushes. These flat brushes work really well. Okay, these little flat brushes work really well. You want a couple of small detailed ones that have a point to them, and you know, usually between this and the other, that's plenty to get in near things and stuff when you go to paint. So when we come back, we're going to start painting the guy up, the Santa up here, and I'm going to finish off doing everything here. Now, let me just tell you, the same process we used up here in the front is the same process I'm going to use for the whole back. It's just a line, and I made my lines a little squiggly, a little bit, you know, this way, and then curved it that way, this way, and that way, and then curved each. I put about 2 or 3 on each tier. Okay, so we'll be back, and when we come back, we're gonna start painting him, and it might be a couple of segments, and then we'll be finished with our project. Okay, folks, we'll be back in a little bit. Bye bye.